Welcome you all to Recycling and Recovery Connect. This is a techno-based program. Through this program, we introduce recycling technologies, the companies, and their market interest. And today, we are here for this Guidetti recycling systems based in Italy, and they also have a presence in Asia, providing the recycling technologies for the global market. Pleased to have Mr. Gilberto Pecorori. He is Managing Director of the Guidetti Asia, based in Thailand. We'll be discussing with him about the Guidetti's recycling systems, the technologies, and also the markets. The first, I invite him to give a short presentation about the Guidetti recycling systems. So let's welcome Mr. Gilberto Pecorori to give a talk on the Guidetti.
Thank you for this presentation. So our company is opening from around 30 years, and we stay in the recycle system from the beginning. And from this exhibition, we want introduce our company for the new frontier of recycling, because we develop a new plant that is called MRP, and is one plant that can recycle all kind of material. And the performance and the PowerPoint of this plant is we can recycle and the grinding without any kind of blade. So everything is connected to the blade. Is problem with the maintenance using of this material. So we have to already find and study this solution, then can recycle and grind it without any kind of blade. So the performance is behind, the maintenance is really close to zero. And this, we think, is the new frontier of the recycled material, but in dry grinding and without use any type of chemical addition for separation. So it's really physically separation and dry separation. And with this brand, we want to manage and follow all Asia plus Australia, New Zealand. We already have 3 brands around the world. So it Carter in Italy, in Emilia Romagna, Bologna, and the second one in America. That is at the beginning, we want to do also the manufacture of the machinery for USA market, but at the beginning we are just the service and sales. So this is the next step, is there is the manufacturer also in America, and the same we want to do in Asia with this brand. So we want to arrive to have a really powerful market, and then we started to make the manufacture here too. So the full team of It Carter in Italy. This is the warehouse for prepare to packages and ship the machine around the world. And this is all our team in Italy. This is the surface of with them we're working. So this is all our complex in Italy. So this is It Carter, where come out all machinery, technician, there is office, It Carter of sales and everything. Okay, this is what we say, this is not upgrade, because we have Atlanta, but we not upgrade in Bangkok. Then we open also here for manage this area, then before doesn't have. This is the number of how many machine for typology, because we have many type of machinery. So at the moment, in total machinery, then we have around the world is around 10,000 machines. So in 25 years of starting to sell this machinery, we have around 10,000 machines around the world. This is what they say, then different machinery for dimension, capacity, and the typology of separation. So this is more or less the description about the kilo per hour about all our machinery, forget the correct target for the customer. Oh, sorry. Okay. Then this is the first machine that we do it 20 years ago. So this is really simple machinery. Then we call it eco. And this is machinery suitable for grinding and separation copper and aluminum cable, but power cable. This machinery is not suitable for data cable because need some attention more. So this, for example, is the same concept, but we call it mill, not eco. Eco is suitable, what I'm saying, for power cable. Mill for the technology then have, because I have two steps of grinding, one by blade and one by mill. So in that kind of solution of compact machine, we can grinding and separate also data cable. So really small and fine cable. So with these two machines, we can cover all necessity of the customer. This is what kind of cable we can separate. So starting with the really complex cable with many material already inside, but in few steps of separation and grinding, we can separate more than 5 material, okay, of 5 different materials. So like a silicone rubber, silicone compound, oil, textile, everything is to separate inside to the cable. This is the wire professional was mean then this starting to be a plan, not line or machine. So this is a plan for make some kind of separation, especially in the hard copper, and for what I'm saying, different type also of dimension of the copper or aluminum then come out. So we can make a selection from dimension in typology of machinery, typology of material. This is the new frontier, what I called it before. Then this is W-line, then is MRP. So can working from car fluff to laptop to PCB. All of this plan is made without any type of blade. So this is for us what is the new frontier and really what at the moment gets much more interest and attention from our customer, from the market too. And so this is also other solution, because this is what is grinding. So is mixed copper, plastic, and many kind of plastic. So if the material coming like that is already pre-shaded, we can use this solution, then is recommend, because this is doesn't have the first part of grinding, because it's already grinding pre-shaded inside to the separation, and we do it. So this is our test lab. We have around 1,200 square meters of test lab where we install and perfectly maintain every kind of machinery and plan that we can do it and we can propose. So with this testing lab, every customer can go with them material for make the testing and get immediately the result about the performance about our plant. And then we can keep back the material after processing, and it's much more easy to get the, what they say, then get the interest and get the result about the plant, and every customer can buy and can do it. We do it also this series, and is scissor line, but this is just for crash the stone during the crash the building and rebuild. So we can, this machinery usually they use for grinding and put, so reduce the dimension of stone, and that kind of inert material then coming from destroy the old building, used for make a foundation of the building and create again the stone. So this is something for kind of live recycle of stone during the crash. And this is what we can do it. So like we have this kind of demonstration, then customer and can get directly the information from the website, and they can also get the appointment for make a testing with the them material. So this is and this is what is the solution for car fluff recycling is what I meant before. Is car fluff is what after crash the car, or what they say, make a cube of the car in the bag. So on the floor there is all this material, then come out and is like a little bit cotton, a cable, plastic. It's a lot of material mixed together. With this solution, we can recycle and save aluminum and copper from the car fluff too. This is our sales team. Then in office, yes, is our. Okay, for me is finish the introduction. Hello.
Okay, thank you very much
Okay.
for giving introduction about the your Guidetti recycling technology.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Thank you to you.
Thank you, and let's have a short discussion, okay, to understand more about the markets. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, you are based in Bangkok, that's right?
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't,
basically Bangkok.
and Guidetti Asia has how many years been in Thailand now, or you're responsible here?
We make a constitution of the company in 18, so is ready for working from the middle of 19, so it's already 4 years.
Okay, fantastic. And your focus is in the Asian market or Southeast Asia? What is like for you?
With this branch, we can manage and manage all Asia. So arriving in Japan from the other part, and the other part, some part of the Emirate. But basically, we with the service, not sales, we follow also the Australia, New Zealand.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's a really a big region you are covering,
Yeah.
based in Thailand. So Thailand is the right location for the connecting
Yeah,
with.
yeah. It's, we choose Bangkok because it's got in the middle.
That's right. That's right. Okay. And I like to little bit touch on, you have introduced a number of machineries for the cable and wire waste,
Yeah.
one thing, and also I think very interesting on the car fluff, for delivery after the crash. So
Yeah.
let's go in little details about the wire and cable, waste. So how is the market, in Thailand for the cable and wire?
So cable and wire is, I think is Thailand is good market, but I think is Asia is good market because what they say then after Trump put many sanctions from the China, so then they doesn't have to cannot export directly the prime material. Of course, they starting to open new company around the Asia, especially Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia, and make what they have to do in China in that country. So for me, is be like it's much more easy than going China if they work in here. So this is something that for us is change the market really.
Yeah.
So what is then we have a lot of competition, if we can call it competition, but there is no one that have our number. So what this mean, the second one, without talking about the name, just in the quantity, if we are around the 10,000 machine, the second one, I don't know, is not over 4,000. This is what is more or less a comparison about the competitor around the world.
And in terms of the volume of the wire and cable waste, do you have any idea how much is being generated in Asia? I think, as you know, so much digitalization and so much has been infrastructure been improved a lot in this part of the world. So, what is some numbers of the waste generation from the wire and cable?
Yeah, I don't know exactly this number because right now we are to propose also the new with this new frontier for recycle. In this new frontier for recycle, we're talking about also grinding a separation about the acid battery, so lead battery. We're talking about to recycle of a photovoltaic panel. We're talking about to recycle many kind of electronics. So really, I don't know exactly what this can come out. But for sure, at the moment, we do it more or less with service and sales in Asia. We do it around 2.5 million euro. This is our turnover in Asia.
Okay, and which
So,
among
but what I want to say then, with this plant and new technology, we really don't know because the interest is so high. So I don't know really where is the target.
Yeah, but among all the Asian countries, which Asian countries are really significant for you?
For me, at the moment, the main country in Asia is Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea, Japan. We do it a little bit in Vietnam, and then Australia, New Zealand. New Zealand a little bit, Australia a lot.
And how about India and China? I think that's also a major source
India and
of.
China is the problem for us is the go inside to this market is price because we compare with the local market, we are really more than double price, so it's so difficult to get a deal.
Yeah. Okay. So I think so you are in the right location, covering all the neighboring countries, major neighboring countries.
What you say then? Of course, we are in target. Our customer target is not for all. You understood?
Yeah.
So you have our customer, then have the budget, doesn't have problem about the financial, and the second, usually the customer when make investment with us is ready for work. So what mean then the quantity of material for processing is good for working all year, because this is so important. Because if I make a business plan for make a turnover and payback, if don't have enough material, this is difficult.
Yeah.
So the target of our customer is something that is already there, because if the other small customer that doesn't have this plan, is so difficult to work with us.
So currently in Asia, people go for a full line system, or only taking only the, you have eco, you have a mill,
both. Yeah. Both. Yes, both. They starting with both because usually the customer for arrive a full automation plant starting step by step. So usually starting with the semi-automatic machine for arrive a full automatic.
And how about this WEEE? WEEE machine, the line, WEEE line.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a compact and is it automatic, completely monitored, or what is like?
Yeah. This is the WEEE line. We call it WEEE line. Is
WEEE line. Okay.
Is everything is come from the electronic VAT, so from the charger, laptop, phone, and everything. So this is what we call it. And the plant is make it in that way for make the customer, but this is what they say is already at the advanced step. Because the customer can put exactly everything he wants inside of the plant like that, because it can support until 8 different material and separate 8 different materials. So depend of the status of the component, the one processing at the beginning, so the dimension, because we have to reduce until can go inside to the mill. but this is just step. Okay, but the plant is really full automatic and can recycle everything. So the customer can put at the beginning inside battery, everything he wants, okay, from just cable or mix it with laptop, everything, and come out in 10 different exits by typology of material and dimension of material. But we can separate 99% of fully.
Wow, fantastic. And you mentioned that you can mix all kinds of waste together at one time, or do you need to separate it first? Or cable, no need.
No,
Mix together.
depend, because if doesn't have a full automatic plan, yeah, it's better separate at the beginning. If a full automatic plan, can put without separate nothing, because they plan do it by themselves.
Okay. And are there any customers using in Thailand and Asia? How many, you have members?
This plant, not yet in Asia. We have 3 plants in America, 4 plants in Europe, 1 in North Africa. But in Asia, we're working on, maybe I have in next month many appointments for try to make a negotiation on this plant. So, and I hope in this exhibition when starting and get much more interest.
Yeah, so we can promote this also, that you about this. This is as you know, the electronic waste so much now in Thailand and every country, so it makes it much more worthwhile to utilize this technology. May you know approximately what is investment required to invest in this kind of technology? Or maybe where to begin?
We're starting with the simple and small machine for around 25,000 euro until 1 million euro for full plant. So this is the range that we can work in, but it's really many steps, because depend exactly what is the necessity of the customer.
Yeah, but it looks like it's a machine. The whole system is in compact, so you don't need much footprint, right? A lot of space.
Absolutely. You say then usually what they say around 500 square meter, more or less, is the bigger plant than we do it. But in any case, not over 1,000 square meter. The really big plant is close like 3 tons per hour for working. So it's really high quantity.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, so can you talk about the car fluff technology, car fluff recycling? And that is another complexity. And I know in Asia, accidents are quite often. You get crushed.
Car fluff is we use it with the same plant. So it's because it's something that come out from the car, and inside there is really 4 or 5 material, different kind of material. So when starting to work with this kind of product, then there is around the world, there is a lot of problem for this kind of problem, because the quantity is so high, but no one can separate, because it's when the copper is mixed with cotton, something like that, is a little bit difficult really separate, because cotton is, how to say, a little bit much more difficult to work. But we starting with the plant, and I talked before, like a MRP, with the plant and without any kind of blade, also with this reason. So also that plant, there is 2 to 3 sites for the quantity per hour, but is working also with car fluff, because with we call hybrid mill, because inside is many technology, so many different kind of process for grinding. So this is like a hybrid mill, we call it. And with this kind of technology, we can go inside with any really, also with wood. It's not a problem. So we can grinding, make a powder, and when everything is powdered, it be easy, make a separation. But this is do it without blade. I repeat, it's not really easy. Okay, and, so this is new frontier for the car fluff too.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of opportunity there.
And
how about the to operate this equipment and machinery? You need a good skill, right? Can you talk about operator requirements or any?
No, the operator really is someone that just understood a little bit what is working in a laptop, because we use Windows in the base software. So everything working around the window. So if just the people know a little bit what is one PC, one laptop, I think is enough for starting to working. Is a little bit different for the people that make a maintenance. Of course, this is the skill is a little bit different. But for the operators, so the worker then usually doing the work in for processing the material doesn't need the special skill or really high skill. It's normal work.
So, yeah, it is not complicated to operate. Yeah, not
Absolutely
complicated.
not.
Yeah, fantastic. And so, what kind of maintenance issues that operators should look at it? What kind of basically the blades, probably the
Yeah.
blades or something. Yeah.
No, there is every part of the machine that is under movement. So
Yeah.
shaft, I don't know, gear and everything. And every part that is in contact with the material of production, of course, must be have a usuring, normal usuring. So in a maintenance, to check what is usually change. If you change after changing your piece, it must be setting. So this is what one maintenance worker have to know.
Yeah, because of the wear and tear, you're crushing the hard parts into the fine and fine, so metal parts also there. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
And
can say every shaft that is run, there is a gear, there is a motor. So this is the normal part that I have to check.
so basic maintenance is required, to
Absolutely basic. Depend of the customer. So what I'm explaining, the maintenance was good because change the lifetime of the machine. If a good maintenance, its lifetime is so long. Bad maintenance, the lifetime is so short. So this is depend of customer.
Yeah. And how do you, let's talk about the machining part of, all these machines are built in Italy, is it right?
Yeah. It's made in Italy. Yeah. Made in Italy.
So wherever all the parts, spare parts, or all these all come from Italy only. Yeah. So
yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so fantastic, Gilberto. It's very nice to know about your technology. I think huge opportunities for Asian countries to utilize, this wire and cable waste, electronic waste, and also the car fluff. All similar profile with the different materials.
Yeah, but then car fluff. But I think right now, then interest 85% of interest in lead battery.
So lead battery.
This is no one recycle.
Okay, so you are working on that more on that on the lead recycling. Yeah.
Yeah. There is already huge quantity available and stocked battery for recycle. So I think it's easy to take the deal about it.
Okay, fantastic. So thank you very much, for being part of this Recycling and Recovery Connect. And so before we end this session, would you like to give a final remarks to the audience?
Okay, so thank you for interest in Guidetti too. But so every customer is welcome to visit us during the exhibition and just follow this video and our address and phone number. Then you can call and get appointment so easy. So everyone is welcome. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much, Gilberto, for being a part of the Recycling and Recovery Connect program. Guys, so that's the end of the session today with Mr. Gilberto Pecorari. Is the managing director of the Guidetti Asia. I think from his discussion and presentation, you understand the huge potential, on the wire and cable waste, car fluff, and also talking about the battery, lead battery, also recycling. So if you like to meet him and get, wanted to know more about the technologies, please do visit our web, exhibition during the 29 to 30 March in Bangkok at the Bitech at the Recycling and Recovery Expo. Otherwise, you also can check their website for more information. And they have a good laboratory, test laboratory, that is unique feature. So you can bring your waste and check it out by yourself. How it works. That is fantastic. So I think that you can find the solutions and the capacities that are required, for your electronic waste and putting the cable and the wire and also.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Fantastic, Mr. Gilberto. Thanks again. Appreciate the time today. Yeah, we'll be in touch. We'll see
Okay.
you together at
See
the
you.
event. Yeah, bye bye for now.
Okay, keep in touch. Have a good day too.